Hey guys, welcome to the Pavel Property Show, where we're going to be talking all things real estate, especially here in our Jersey City and Hoboken markets. Now today, I want to give you the secret formula that's going to give you the highest possible resale value, whether you're a seller today or a possible future seller if you're in the market. Now this all starts off with our 3 L's of real estate, with number 1 coming in at, of course, natural light. If you're a buyer in the market, you're always looking for natural light. You want light to be pouring in, you want to feel the energy of the unit, and if it's dark and dead, you're probably not buying that unit. Now if you're a seller, there's not much you can do in terms of where your property is orientated, but what you can do is get some light cabinets, maybe some light floors, and cheapest of them all, paint the property white. Now really what we're doing is accentuating light in the space. We're doing what we can with what we can and really just boosting that property value up. And if you're a buyer and you walk in and there's dark floors, dark paint, maybe you yourself can paint it up and increase that property value. Number 2 is the location. Now if you're a seller, well, we can't do anything about that. But if you're a buyer and you're looking in areas and you're trying to get close to public transportation, close to the water, maybe just trying to get into a specific target area that you like personally. What you want to do on the location, as long as the budget accounts for it, is get as close to your target zone as possible, because if it's your target zone, it's probably someone else's target zone. And you know what? We're boosting the property value again. Obviously, as a seller, there's not much you can do except maybe talk to your neighbors, accentuate the area a little bit, maybe do some trees, plant some things around, and people start to like the area just a bit more with a little more greenery. Last of all, most important of all, is the layout. Now people come to me and say, Pavel, I need 1,200 square feet. I can't live with anything less. I've had less and it's awful. You know what? They probably had an awful layout. I've had 1,000 square feet look larger than 1,200 square feet. I actually just showed a property today that had 650 square feet. We went to a property that had 750 square feet and he thought that property was actually smaller. Why? Bay window. Open concept kitchen, closet space. These little things, we're not looking at square footage necessarily, we're looking at layouts. And you know what? 1,000 square feet versus 1,200 square feet, there's 200 square feet there that you're paying for and you might not necessarily even like. What you want to do is look at layouts. If I send you something and I say, hey look, 1,000 square foot, 2-bed, 2-bath, and you're probably thinking, those bedrooms are tiny. That's the worst space I've ever seen. I'm not gonna fit my couch in there. You've probably said this yourself. Don't worry, layout is everything. You know what? Your couch fits in that space perfectly. You know what? The kitchen flows into the living room and it creates this beautiful aurora, beautiful space, beautiful energy. But that 1,200 square feet, maybe it's a closed off kitchen, maybe everything else is a little funky about the space and you don't like it as much. So don't always look at square footage, think about the layout. Now, if you want to get an amazing location, but your budget doesn't account for everything, sacrifice some natural light. It's okay. Now, if you don't care necessarily about the location, we're going to accentuate on light and we're going to accentuate on layout. You know what? If you're not where you want to be, it better be a bright unit. If you want a bright unit, you might not be where you want to be. And these are just budget constraints you have to work with and figure out. Now, if you're a seller, you're not moving your property. I wish I could, can't. Layout, maybe you can take some walls down, maybe open up the space a little bit, and natural light, like I said, paint, floors, cabinets, whatever you can do right there. And if you have none of these 3 as a seller, you probably got an amazing price, so let's not complain too much. And if you have all 3 of these as a seller, you're probably gonna have a bidding war, so all the better to you. And so really, work on these 3 as a guideline, work with your budget as well, and at the end of the day, work with what you want. This has been episode 1 Pavel Property Show. Thank you for joining me. Love to have you next time. Have a great day.